Our guest today is Mr. Prithvi Raj Chauhan. He is a former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and a very senior leader in the Indian National Congress Party. Mr. Chauhan, welcome to our show,
Thank you.
and thank you very much for your time. We are going to start right away with recent elections in India, where your party was completely decimated. And if you look at the Delhi, totally people just cannot believe. So tell us what is really happening with Congress and why Congress lost the election.
Well, it's not quite recent anymore. About a year back, we had Lok Sabha elections. And then in my state of Maharashtra, we had assembly elections later. And you're right, we got trounced, unexpected defeat. And we're still trying to analyze what went wrong, but some broad features are definitely there. One of the things was that I think people did get fatigued with 10-year rule of Congress party, 15-year rule of the alliance government in Maharashtra. The corruption scandals blew in our face, and I think it was painted effectively by Bharatiya Janata Party that Congress party and the Congress rule was very corrupt, and people just became very angry with Congress party. So it was as much a defeat of Congress party as victory for Mr. Modi. And Mr. Modi, of course, exploited the situation fully. So we have an election result where Congress party is badly mauled, trounced I would say, and now how will it recover back is a question which everybody is asking. But one thing I must tell you that we had been trounced earlier also in 1977 and we came back. There is a space for Congress ideology which represents inclusiveness, which represents secular polity. I think what has now come in this place, Bharatiya Janata Party, if they can guarantee secular character of governance, respect for all religions, respect for all based on place of birth or where do you come from, north, south, everything. Because ultimately a modern democracy can only get converted to a modern economic successful state if you ensure that the polity is all-inclusive polity.
What about the leadership in Congress Party?
Well, I mean, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
So, Congress party, which is present in almost every village, every street of the country, right from the days of independence, yes, leaders have lost, but people are still there, and people believe in this ideology of inclusiveness. There's no brand equity of Congress party, or it's not a monopoly of Congress party.
So talking about leadership, if I ask you, who will be the top 5 leaders of Congress
No,
Party
I think
today?
clearly see, there are plenty of leaders. One of the big questions now, Mrs. Gandhi is our president, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi is our vice president. Whether Mr. Rahul Gandhi would accept presidentship or he'll continue to be in some more active role as a vice president is something which will be decided in time to come. We are going to meet at the highest level of AICC in April.
But lately, a lot of people have started to question the leadership of Rahul Gandhi.
No, I think that's all right. And after every defeat, questions are asked. But defeat is just not one incident or one person. Defeat is a complex series of reasons, and which we're trying to introspect. But I think taking everything into account, the Congress party will draw out a future roadmap for Congress party.
There was some hope that in Delhi elections, Congress might get some traction, but it was totally beyond expectation.
What happened is the statements were made by Congress leadership that they would support our party. In a way, a signal was sent that Congress party is not in the run at all. And therefore, all Congress persons who wanted to stop BJP type of politics supported AAP, which appeared to be ahead of us. And therefore, Congress party did not expect to win too many seats. That's a fact. But one of the objectives of the Congress persons in Delhi, as we talked to them, was to stop BJP. And they effectively stopped BJP, also sending a signal to the country that Mr. Modi is not invincible. Okay, now where do you go from here? It's a big challenge for us, and not undermining the leadership challenge that we face in every state for that matter. We have to recast our leadership, to bring in younger people forward, and give hope to the people that Congress party can give very effective leadership.
So what are the 5 things Congress Party should do?
No, Congress party will first of all have to We are going through democratic election process now. It's on. At the same time, the top leadership will decide the contours of our leadership in time to come. Who will be our president of the party? Who will be the top leaders? What will be the working committee, which is the highest decision-making body? That I think will within a month or so will be clear now.
Now, many people, many political analysts have started to write obituary of the Congress party. Is there any truth to that?
No, I think that's not true. It has happened in 97 also, where we got bad. We lost badly. Mrs. Gandhi herself lost. Mr. Sanjay Gandhi lost. But we came back. There is a space for the ideology which Congress represents. And unless BJP is able to occupy that space, where every citizen, no matter what caste, what community, whether north, south, place of birth, language that he speaks, everybody is treated with respect and given due space to grow and all that thing. Congress has, has a space of its own, and I think right now BJP is moving towards a state of confusion, where Mr. Modi is traveling all over the place and trying to build his own leadership in the international affairs. How they handle the economy, whether the economy will actually continue to grow at a double-digit rate or not, and whether the amity, social amity that existed in the Congress party, whether that will continue or Bharatiya Janata Party will play the Hindutva agenda.
And that's going to be my next question is that those of us who are here, we are very much concerned about this rising communalism and those type of division across the religious lines.
So there is no division. The ruling party, the BJP, is deliberately doing it. They are trying to bring their hidden agenda of a Hindu state, a state where only Hindus will be treated as first-class citizens and everybody else will be neglected to second-class citizenship, whether they belong to Muslim religion, they belong to Christian religion or Sikh religion, or even the various castes within the Hindu religion. I think they will be treated differently. If that happens, I think the future of India, will have to be rewritten. I think we'll have no hope of becoming a great superpower.
We're just going to talk just one quick fun thing, which is you were Chief Minister of Bollywood state, I will say. So how was that experience?
Well, I was not personally very closely linked with Bollywood, but we are very proud of what Bollywood has done. It employs huge amount of people, earns a lot of foreign exchange to the country, and it's a success story. We're very, very proud of what people from all over the country who are assembled in what we call Bollywood, what we have produced. That is what soft power is all about. It's not only about the economics, but
also like as a Chief Minister, did you play any role in Bollywood? Not as an actor but just in the industry.
No. I used to go to their annual conferences, and we interacted very closely on some tax issues, difficulty of filming, difficulty of getting permissions. We tried to sort it out. Not everything was sorted out, but I think we are closely engaged.
Your favorite actor and actresses?
Old time back, I think my favorite actor, of course, was Devanand. He still remains, and my favorite actress was Madhubala. Old times, but now, of course, a different world, and I don't get to watch so much of Bollywood cinema.
Okay, Mr. Chauhan, thank you very much for your time.